Okay, hi all you big YouTubers. It's me again. That's why I do short little lives because things pop in and out of my head like Mr. Comey and all you seals and all you big guys. Like, you don't understand what it's like to be a Canadian woman watching about what's going on in America when I want to go see my daughter, and I worry about her and her husband and their family. I- Like, I haven't met them. I love I love that family, and finding out that a creator I adored, like Steve, and his auntie was in the hospital. You don't understand. To find a piece of paper calling to me and saying, I'm over here, I'm over here. That's why I had to go and call him. But then to call him and say, like, Steve, this is other stuff going on. This is a big cover up because so many kids went missing that crossed the border that people took here and there. It's not just the little boys. And you guys don't give me enough. Oh, hi. You guys don't give me enough time to tell my story until I see, like, SS girls show up and say hi. Because I know these SS girls are from bigger channels and support a certain person, but like, I know Benny Keys put a murder on Darian Brown because like when I got to talk to SP on the phone, I said to her, SP, I said, that young man is a gorgeous young man. And SP, Monica raped him or got him because he said that was his girlfriend. I don't believe he went into somebody's place and took somebody's kid, because you take my kid out of my house, you're fucking dead. And if somebody can get in and get your kid, you're not watching your grandkids. So I think that was a whole fucking story. Just a sec. I got a puppy here who's frozen, needing a cookie. um, and again, with that Cassius murder site, dogs, right? Dogs. I can control a 180-pound English Mastiff. And I have a thing with animals. Benny Keys drew those pit bulls there, and he murdered it. And at Monica's, they had pit bulls, and something happened with either. Hi, Elaine. How you doing? Something happened with the kids. I will tell you my dream, okay? This is my dream. Okay. I gotta get, where's my lighter in my hand? My dream was somehow there was a bed in there set up. It's back of the room. That's where the kids have toys. That's where somebody had a bed set up. And there was the crib on the side, okay? And I don't know why it would be underneath the air conditioner, but that's by the by. But where the window was, there was a head window. To me, it looked like somebody was playing peekaboo on the outside of the windows, playing with the kids. And somebody came up, and it was a peekaboo that scared Cash to hit the window. The dogs get on a frenzy, fight on the bed. The dogs attack because they kept saying, no dogs, but why was the dogs in the pound? If you can't control people in your house by having security cameras, what the fuck is going on in that house? You have security up for a reason. Yeah, honest raves, all those people right there have multiple IDs. Because Rap came in here the other time. Okay, like I'm trying to tell the police, okay? That video, and I don't care what kind of cops you got, whatever kind of cops you got, somehow Cash was dying. Blood was splattering in the kitchen because the kitchen was too fucking clean for me compared to that house. So I think Cash was dying, blood spattering somehow in the kitchen. Then somebody was cleaning up the kitchen after they kind of washed up Cash and allow him to die. And Carter was put in bed over and over and over and told, go back to bed, go back to bed, go back to bed. Meanwhile, he's knowing his brother's dying. Then the next morning, they have Darian come over. Look at how that boy was immaculately dressed. He's a gorgeous young man, like I told SP. And that's when I left her channel because there was a young man, what was his name? He had said to Miss SP as well, he says, she's right. And that's when SP started saying my name in her channel for everybody to stop bullying me. Because I said, SP, a lot of us don't have. I could only call in and to be gratefully to call you one-on-one to tell you what I see. I'm seeing it as if I'm in a movie, I said. SP News Nuggets. Yeah, go look at the mock trial. Okay, the mock trial. Yeah, because infamous truth teller, she gets outed in there for being a bully with all her toys. That's where another thing I'll tell you about right now. Because I think I already got Benny Keys for whatever he did, okay? Okay. Yeah. Because Benny Keys had me up on a live a couple of times back, okay? I think he kind of liked me then. But like I kind of screwed up and I had like too many apps open at the same time. And Benny Keys, this is after he blocked me, okay, everybody? I had like so many apps opened after I saw him. I don't think he knows. I saw him somehow pack up some things saying on his phone, okay, I gotta go. And this was before him and his wife broke up. So I got to see him say goodbye to somebody on his phone because he was in the garage when he was living with his wife. So I think maybe he forgot to pick up his son and all that. Yeah. Watch every one of his lives since I started talking to him. Look at his fucking behaviors. He got 2,000 subs because I said go look at the Benny Keys Popcorn Hour. And now he's got a big black mic in front of his face. I go in there and I go, Mike, Blood Money Keys. Really? So, yeah. So everybody in there, I know you got different IDs. You know my code words. A drum, a wolf, a bear. Hey, even do a sword or, hey, even do the cross swords for me. Okay, peoples? You guys are my army at least. At least I know you've all got different fucking IDs because I think Perpetual Platypus has been in here and she's going, fuck, I should have been nice because I already challenged her. Come on, Perpetual Platypus! Pussy. Yeah, that pussy. It was Platypussy. Let's do a one-on-one. Yeah, he's stuck in a fucking manic state. He is he's jonesing. He's rocking back and forth. And if Mr. Duty Ron doesn't look at his fucking lives and say, because Mr. Duty Ron will point out the guy in the park smoking a joint, not bothering a fool, anybody. But you got this manic fucking YouTuber with the name saying Blood Money Keys, rocking back and forth. Gang bang, give me the money, give me the money. And then he shows his drugs. I know, Platypus has got to look at my lies because she said, I need help. Fuck you. I'm perfectly sane because I took down. Okay, well, just tell her, come in and look at this one. I can take down bad people. Because unless you did 6 months going in twice a week to a fucking jail, you know who a fucking criminal is. His tats tell him who he is because your tattooist knows what evil he's putting on you. Just like no thanks with those fucking numbers. And I'm not going to watch chat because I don't want to get off. Those tats tell you who he is. Because when I get my body marked with tats, like the Navy SEALs, right, guys? We know we put on warrior markings. We put on seals. We put on, what is it? Swords. I seen a guy from head to toe. He was tattooed in Egyptian art. This guy, because my sister was at a nudist colony. And do you know, or she lived there? And I was the only one walking around with clothes on because I was going, no way are you going to see my guppies, because those are my boobies. My boobies. And the kids around there started to becoming my bodyguards because I had to babysit my nephew. So I got to know the guy with the tattoos. And that's where I fell in love with tattoos too. Because he told me who did his tats. I wish I could remember his name, but to see the tattoos and the lady who's going to get, I have 2 busts of Nefertiti, I think it is, or it's got to be Cleopatra's because it's her first crown. It has the Ankh. Do you want to see the statue? Do you want me to show you my statue? Because my tattooist, I have 2. She's getting 1. Just a sec. Can you see her? Oh. Can you see her? There's her head. See her? If you only knew how heavy it is. As everybody knows that's been here before, or I don't know if anybody knows, that was here earlier. I'm doing 4 ruins now for the 4 directions: north, south, east, west. And from what I understand, isn't there a place called the Cottonwoods? It's on fire right now. It's called the Cottonwood Fires. Something to that effect. I need you people to pray for those firefighters, okay? Because firefighters, once the fires start, it's spring, it's going to start fire. Fire's going to happen more. So we need to pray for our firefighters. Anybody in the military, out of the military, PTSD, we all have PTSD right now. So, want me to do the ruins? Because I believe in me. I believe, and that's why I think my purpose is now. Because Darian Brown is a beautiful, gorgeous young man. Okay? I need everybody to start saying Darian Brown. Never did that unless you've had football players in your house and you're feeding them like I did. And when they all slept here, the one lab I did out in the living room, I could remember each football player where they slept because I had to make places for them to sleep 3/4 of my house. So unless you see them all running out in different shoes, whoever gets their shoes on at the last usually wears either great big shoes or little wee tiny shoes. It's the magic carpet or the carpet. This was Steve, right, people? It was Steve, my warrior. Oh, look at the lights flickering. This is from okay, I'm going to talk about all my cops because something happens with my lights in the house when I talk about my cops. Steve, I felt you were my warrior. And I still do. I'm going to yell at you and tell you an asshole. But that's what people do. Unless you pick up the phone and I can tell you an asshole right on the phone, right? Right, all you FBI guys, all you SEALs. Because unless somebody can say you're an asshole. Right, Mr. Ballin? Yeah, you think that Mexican witch did stuff under know stuff. Hey, that was a long time ago. Look at the stuff I'm doing. Mr. Ballin, come to my YouTube channel too. At least like and star me, because I'm fucking crazy. Imagine if I would have been in an army cadet and kept going. I could have took you down with a ninja turtle kick to the back of the legs. Because remember, that's what my kid did to me when I was doing dishes one day. And he was supposed to be watching. And he come up behind me and went, hi-ya! And kicked me till I fell to the floor. There was snow bubbles. There was bubbles because I was doing dishes. Because I don't have a dishwasher like Mrs. Shipley. Remember. Okay? Leverage you. And again, everything is in the cloud. The start of my abuse. When I tried to say Darian Brown didn't do nothing. Because I lived through raising a redhead. Because remember, Steve? Remember when I said, hey, it's Kimmy from Canada. Let's just say they call me Blood Murder Mayhem Mama. The murder and the mayhem. You never allowed me to tell you what I know of how people can dispose of little people. Because those people don't care. It's the money bag. The money bag. Or it can be me telling everybody certain things in your life will jump out at you and say, oh, wait, energy one. Just wait, let me finish this. Certain things will jump out and say, buy me now. And you will have that little extra money. You have to buy it. Because everything that I have, that I will eventually, if you allow me to be close enough to you. And allow others to see I'm not a mean lady. I just see things. Okay? Gather your tools. If you have a feather, you have to also put it in a bag as well. Gather stones, put them in a bag. But you have to make the bag yourself. Something like mine. And put your stuff in there, and eventually, like me, your stones will tell you it's time to use them. The cloud, that would be an air sign, okay? Because it's up in the air, it's air, okay? And on this side, It's the squirrel. And this is Benny Keys. He planted stuff around, all the way around, to make sure that Darian Brown went down for murder and nobody else at that house. How come? How come nobody else is charged with anything? Because everything was planted on that young man that I said at the start of this walked the streets to keep the noise in his head down. Because I loved it. I love walking the streets because it's so cool. Because I believe now, when I was lost in the forest, being saved by a mama Sasquatch, when I walk the streets at night, I do it here, but there's bears. If I go into town and stay with my mama, I go for a walk. But I ain't doing it out here. There's bears, there's wolves. You'd never know I could get run over by a mooses. Because animals come to me. Remember, I went out there. Oh, I know he's here again. Okay. Kramer's got to go pee, so pee break. Okay, you can go see him. Okay. Yeah. Pee break. Okay. Make everybody. It's intermission time. Go for a pee if you got it. We missed them. Okay, we better shut the curtains down. We gotta turn the curtains down so Roscoe knows. Okay, here's your bacon treat you get too. Okay. Hi, sorry. Oh, yeah, but if bear, you know what? A couple of bears scared me. But like I said, that facts of the hell hunt guy. There's a mama bear that stood up at me. And I think this was just after Proud Woman died. And she me her belly. So I think it was Proud Woman saying back then. Yep. When I did my sweat lodges, I think she freaked out because the firekeeper went back and said, "You should have seen the shit Kimmy saw." And we had to try to keep. Can you imagine her trying to keep quiet? You gotta go to the store. Talk later. Bye. Have fun. What are you buying? You're the one who has to buy your son's pizzas, right? Right? I bet you're the one who has to go in the car with your son to get pizza. He's 18, right? Don't you? I think I remember. Somebody has an 18-year-old son who made them drive. We gotta go. Feed the kid. Is that the one I told? Did you ever do the bubbles in it? If you're gonna go get some food, remember, Feed bubbles in their mouths when they're sleeping. Because when somebody loves you, just put a little bit on the lips. Hey, Mrs. Comey, if you're out there, you want to get your big guy? It's not torture, but it's mean stuff. Oh, it's yours. See, I knew one had 18. Yours is the one that had to have pizza that night, right? See, I love you guys. I remember you. But all you have to do, just put a little bit of dish soap. And you can even put like the kids' shampoo that's not going to hurt them. I'm not evil. Can you imagine how I'd torture somebody for real? Because I know evil shit. Right, Mr. Baldwin? Mr. Could you see me? Just put a little bit of soap on their lips, like you're putting lipstick on. Just a little bit. You don't want anybody to wake up. So this is where you find out whether or not you're a secret agent doing this stuff. Because remember, we had to check on our kids when we were training them so they wouldn't pee the bed. Right? So that's why I say, getting back to the real stuff, Cash peed the bed and stuff. That's why it was different blankets. It's like the crime scene was changed over and over. And where there are dogs and no dogs bark, or there's a dog keeping a firefighter from fire at the West House, people listen to me, I wanted to be a cop, but I was too little. Why do you think I'm supposed to do 4 ruins? Why do you think when I call the police or I see things, I've seen things for centuries. I've done this before. Just like my favorite part when after Rambo walks down that hallway, after he shoots one shoulder, the other shoulder, then one leg, the other leg, and then he walks down there slowly to him because it's the last torment of the guy that's ripped his heart. He will now rip out his because it's his last blood, right? Last blood. Because that man is one of the best actors of all time. Because he's Italian. Last one. It's the fire, people. Right now, my voice seems like fire, right? But unless you sit here like my few that come in, that go back and say, listen, and if you heard her, she remembers you. Send me an email. So if I see your name come in here, because again, it's the footsteps of Jesus. Oh, it's buffering. It's the footsteps from Jesus. Where the man says, how come I only see one set of footprints? As I say to Steve again, this is for me and Steve, okay? Everywhere you went, Steve, you carried me. You carried me, Steve. Just like when I asked Sandra to come to my star. She carries me now. And on the other side, the fire again. I have 4 runes now. I started at 3. My purpose now is to free Darian Brown because I saw it before, people. You guys are all seeing my runes. Please go back and tell Steve Lacchio. Kimmy yells and mood swings and cries. But I believe in you, Steve. I unsubbed you. Sure you don't care, but... And I'll unsub to a lot of the other well-known creators because when I believe in you and you don't see me, to see you in my list, it's like being abused, because if your subscribers see me, why don't you? Why did everybody see the magic that I had about seeing things? Mr. Comey, Mr. Zelensky, the Ukrainian twins, and everyone that was smart enough to speak out when I said, please, thank you for your service, because Kim Jong-un saved us from not blowing up our planet, because the way that man provoked him, Donald Trump just wanted the picture. Donald Trump held up a Bible that he has no fucking clue what a Bible means or even how to hold it. So as I speak again from Northern Ontario in Canada, where the parts of the movie of the Viking was taken, where bears run free, where I will have a sweat lodge. I will need my warriors, male and female. I need male warriors clean and sober for a certain time, just to build the lodge and to go in it. But after we get out of that lodge, our day, remember? A lot of vets know what a sweat lodge is and know who Proud Woman is and know what going around a fire circle is. So, to love and light to everybody out there, the next time you have a bonfire, fling Canadian landmines that are burnt marshmallows into somebody else's yard, because when they step on it, it's a Canadian landmine, right, people? Love and light from Snowball Nation. Please put me in the algorithm. Anybody have any questions? I have 3 people in here, 3 likes. Thank you very much. And Mr. John Crimes, I'm going to sub to you, okay, sir? Would that be okay, sir? Because your daughter and you love superheroes just like me. Because superheroes were and are real. Those are the people that went out and kept the country going, right, sir? Those are the people that work at Burger King, the people that drive the buses. Everybody, put your phones down and say hi to everybody. And just say, Snowball Nation said, hiya. It's Kimmy from Canada. Remember, Steve? I always said, whoever I called, hi, it's Kimmy from Canada. But everybody said I sounded like I was drunk. Right? Right? Everybody said I sounded like I was drunk. But after Lacey passed away, Lacey entered my body, and I was drunk for the first time in 40 years. So, good night from Snowball Nation, where I will see Benny Keys in jail, in handcuffs, dragged away, or even shot by a paintball gun on live in his pee-pee. Because remember, everywhere he goes, he's online. So, Snowball Nation signing out from Canada. Because I got to go for a pee-pee soon. And I know where to go. Pee-pee in the bathroom, right? Not outside, holding it, looking down, right? Right? Because I think I know what sex he's looking at when he's looking down. We know who he's dreaming about. He's got a crush on Ernie Shell. Points out every sexy part about Ernie Shell. Ernie Shell's got a nice little body there. Bye, ladies. Hugs from Canada. Right. Ernie Shell's got a nice little ass. See, I haven't really seen Griffer. I seen Griffer at one point. He's a fucking bear. Good Lord. Imagine having to feed that boy or that big bear. I don't like that word, that boy. That's a freaking bear. Jeez. Everybody, if you got it, send money to Griffey's channel. We got to feed that bear. Because, right? He saved Max. And Max is a dog, right? And the guy who took Kiki Camarena life was a Max. And now I can say Max with love and light. Yeah, he's a big man. Holy shitters. And you know what? If you put my son beside Griffey, you would think maybe they were father and son, you know? I got to get my granddaughter to send me a picture of my son, just for me to send to Mr. and Mrs. Griffey, because those people are special people. Because she's a candy monster like me. Because I like my blue jelly blue fishes, peppermint lips, big red feet. Oh, the sugar minted sugar spearmint leaves. And you know what, people? I can't do this for other people, but if you look up on your sites on medicinal people who need something to stop you doing pain, There are sites in your area where you can make jelly, make your own jellies. I'm going to do it for me, but I can't help you. Um, I'm too scared to give out the information because I know what AB is doing is wrong, okay, people? Him selling seeds and selling whatever he makes, he's not legal. And Canada Post will track him down soon, and regardless if he's native or not, you cannot sell seeds. It has to be government approved. So those are the laws in Canada. Anybody with a hate tattoo, like what Doug has on his ankles, will keep him out of Canada. Benny Keys would never, ever, ever be allowed to come to Canada. So, yeah, I know my laws. Remember, I've been a jurist, I've been a defendant, that the judge and the two police officers that I looked at and said my story, as I said, to was it the DA, prosecutor, whatever, and I turned to the judge and said, before we get going, and I make a fool out of this guy, you better let me talk, because I told this guy it wasn't a threat, it was a promise, and I think this judge was married to a woman like me. Because don't ever forget, men that are in power were usually put in power by a great woman, right? Until they put them in the White House and gave them drugs to make them look like they were fucking, right? The Kennedy brothers, right? Martin Luther King, right? Malcolm X, Mr. John Lewis, right? How come a Canadian woman knows more about your history than people who have no clue what the movie The Lost Narc is about? Kiki Camarena and Hector, the man who is running for his fucking life. Please, please, everybody everybody watch The Last Narco. Kiki Camarena went to work one day. He was a good cop, is a good cop, and will always be alive. Because what they are allowing to be legal now, they trafficked before and they killed him. So in the name of Mrs. Kiki Camarena, I love you from Canada, because the pearls that will be on my tattoo are for you, for Sandra, the auntie of Stevie A.V. Watchman. Blueberries for a lady I met. I hope you were real. Love and light from Canada. I need to get some food in me before I get sick. Because remember, I throw up too much if I don't keep food in me. What happens next, right? Please help me. I don't need medical help. I need to be put in the wavelength like every man is, right? You can't see me, but at least show me I'm real. Be a Kimmy. Start putting around. Be a Kimmy. Good night from Canada. Love and light. Everybody, my ladies here, thank you for being you. Because you unveiled yourself with clues to allow me to have the power to see I'm being seen little by little, right? Hugs. Gotta pee. Everybody, Snowball Nation signing out. Goo doo goo 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 goo. Goo doo goo 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 goo. Love ya.